Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Love. I hope everyone is doing great. So if you're new here, I'm Love. I am an international student in Canada and I post videos about immigration of Canada, and I will be sharing my entire journey to Canada as an international student along with tips and tricks from all of my experience so far. So if you guys are new here, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and be a part of my journey. In today's video, as you can see from the title, so the motive of today's video is to provide you guys with the most up-to-date and recent information for Canada's immigration as to what is happening at the Indian as well as at the Canadian airport for those people who are actually arriving recently in Canada, like in the first week of April or in the last week of March. So basically, I'm making this video as to provide you guys with the most updated information because rules in Canada and all the restrictions in Canada are changing every day, and I would like to provide you guys with the most up-to-date information for anyone who's looking to travel to Canada anytime soon. Could be next week, next month, or even in a few days. So if you're looking to come to Canada, this video is for you. I've actually so basically I made a community post, as you guys can see on the screen. So I actually got in touch with a few of my friends and subscribers who recently arrived in Canada in the first week of April and last week of March, and all of them shared their experiences, as some of them landed in a different province and were like, some of them came as under work permit, some came as students, and others came as PR as well. So in this video, I will actually be able to share all the information with you guys from all the different categories and different province as to what you can expect if you're coming to Canada. And without wasting any time, let's begin the video. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna put the messages on the side of the screen as well for you guys, so you can read their experience as well on the side, and in case there's anything that is new or confusing, I will explain it on the side as well. So the first message that we have is from a friend. So she mentioned, "Hey brother, I have reached. There weren't any issues at the airport and hotel. I'm sharing a room with my friend." So yes, she is actually sharing the room with her friend who is not from the same household for the hotel quarantine. And again, like I mentioned in my previous video, if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and check that out. It totally depends on your hotel if they're allowing it or not, so make sure to confirm with your hotel if you can share it with your friend or not. In her case, she's able to share it with her friend and she's staying in Vancouver. So she said, "I'm sharing a room with my friend. Immigration was smooth and fast. Everything was okay. I'm staying at the Executive Hotel Vancouver Airport. The flight experience was good. I traveled in Air India and KLM. Service was good. Reached April 6, 12:30 at Vancouver and had COVID test done at the airport. The on-arrival COVID test on the 6th of April. She got results today on the 7th of April. So basically she got her results the next day in 24 hours, which is really good. And then she said she have to travel to Yukon after the 3-day quarantine. Thank you so much, brother, for all the information." And basically, yes, so she was allowed to share the hotel room, and she even traveled with KLM. So people are confused if they should travel with KLM or not. When I confirmed with them, they said no. But again, like, she traveled with KLM and had no issues with KLM. So definitely same thing for the hotels and same thing for the airlines. Like, whenever you book a ticket or whenever you book the hotel, just make sure before you book it, confirm it by calling them once to see if you won't have any problems or you won't face any problems on the day of arrival or on the day of boarding your flight. Then, as you can see, I asked her, did they have any problems with the hotel sharing at the immigration or anything, or are you sharing the 11 days together as well? So for that, she mentioned, "Thank you, no issues. I always appreciate to share my experience. We didn't experience any issues at the hotel and at the airport regarding the room sharing." And she did mention that we will spend the rest 14 days at Yukon in separate rooms. So again, for her it worked out completely fine, and she said everything was okay, and especially immigration at Vancouver airport was very pleasing and fast. So for those who are looking to travel to Vancouver, you can expect your experience to go really smooth, because I've heard it from others as well that the immigration experience at Vancouver is pretty fast and smooth. So for her it was pretty good. And then I even asked her if there was any difficulties with the KLM or was it fine, because it's not a part of the air bubble contract. So she said in her experience the KLM was too good and she faced no problems at all. Now moving on to the second friend. So this friend, he arrived in Montreal, so that's good. So we have someone landing in a different province and have a different experience. And actually, fun fact, he arrived in Montreal with a postgraduate work permit. So he mentioned, "Hey bro, I reached here in Montreal on my postgraduate work permit. I booked my ticket with Lufthansa, but बोर्डिंग से पहले उन्होंने जब जॉब लेटर और सैलरी स्लिप्स मांगी थी जो मेरे पास थी और मैंने उन्हें दिखा दी। 5 मिनट ही लगे थे बोर्डिंग में। और एक बात, अगर आप लुफ्थांसा से ट्रैवल कर रहे हो तो मेक श्योर कि आपकी कोविड की रिपोर्ट 48 आवर्स तक वैलिड रहती है। मतलब कि अगर आपकी जर्मनी में कहीं ले ओवर है तो जर्मनी में एंट्री करने से पहले आपका 48 आवर्स ख़त्म होने नहीं चाहिए. सो दैट्स समथिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट. मतलब एंड मैंने देखा था कि एक लड़के के पास कैनेडियन पासपोर्ट था बट कोविड रिपोर्ट 48 आवर्स ख़त्म हो गए थे एंड उसको बोर्ड नहीं करने दिया था. So two interesting things about this is that he was actually able to travel with Lufthansa, even though some people got their tickets cancelled with Lufthansa, but he was able to travel and he had no issues with Lufthansa, like he mentioned. So if you have a ticket booked with Lufthansa, make sure to confirm with them if your flight status is cancelled or if it's active or not, and what type of problems or what type of restrictions could you face or not. One thing that is really important that we learned in his experience is that if you have a layover in Germany, make sure your COVID test report is valid and is within 48 hours and not 72 hours, because that's the rule of Germany. And for another person whose COVID test expired and was after 48 hours, he was not allowed to board. So make sure if you have a layover in Germany, your COVID test is valid and is within 48 hours. I even asked him if he faced any problems with Lufthansa, like if there was issue with the layover or due to anything regarding the air bubble contract. Same thing, he mentioned that na bhai koi problem nahi, bas documents pure hone chahiye. Of course you need to have all the documents, and even in the layover they didn't ask him anything, and he didn't face any problems at all with the layover in Germany. Okay, so the next person that we have here, she landed in Vancouver on 26th March, so the last week of March, and her experience was also a little similar to the others. So as you can see, she mentioned, "Hi, I landed Vancouver International Airport on 26th March. My experience was smooth. Back in India, officers demanded me the travel documents like negative COVID report, enrollment letter, fee receipts, and timetable of classes. So make sure you have all these documents prepared to be shown at the Indian airport. There was a huge crowd at the Indian airport, long queues because of less working staff. Only 2 counters were working, but in Vancouver, this was not the scenario. At first, as I landed, all the passengers were inquired about hotel booking. So make sure you have your hotel booking confirmed with you. Those who did not have the hotel booking were sent to another area for making the reservations, and rest of the passengers were sent immigration." So basically in this case, like you see online, they say that if you do not have the hotel booking confirmed with you before you travel, there is a $3,000 fine, but they're actually not charging any fine. So even if you land in Canada and you're unable to make the hotel booking in advance, basically what they'll do is they'll send you to a different line to reserve the hotel first, and then you can proceed with your immigration and other things. I've also mentioned the same thing in the previous video, in which I actually called a friend who shared all of his hotel experience, immigration experience. So if you want, you can check out his video as well to know all about his experience from India, like what documents they asked him, and what he faced in the immigration, and how was his overall experience at the hotel for 3-day quarantine. Then she mentioned that for the immigration officers only asked me for my course and college and issued me the study and work permit. Following this, I went to the COVID test at the airport for the on-arrival COVID testing. After finishing the COVID test, she mentioned I went to the hotel by shuttle. All in all, the airport staff in Canada, to conclude, was supportive as compared to India, where no one was helping and giving directions because there was less staff in India. So basically, they were all busy. So in Canada, in Vancouver, her experience was also really smooth. And I even asked her about her hotel booking experience, or like if they asked if she was from the same household with another traveler, but she mentioned that she was staying in the hotel alone, so she didn't face anything like that. Also, with all of these experiences, what I think is that no one is actually looking for at immigration is looking for if you're from the same household or not. It totally depends on your hotel, if they allow it or not. Why am I saying this? Because of the next experience, as I'm going to discuss. So for now, let's go ahead and look at the next experience. So and you'll see what I'm talking about. So for the next one, he said he traveled to BC, Vancouver as well. This experience was smooth. I asked him if there was anything special. So he did mention the airport was luckily less crowded, and they just checked my COVID report, ArriveCAN, and asked me course related questions and my stay related questions. The best part was that they didn't even ask me for my LOA, support letter, or any college related documents. They straight away issued my study and work permit, but again, it depends on case to case. They might ask you for your LOA and they might not ask you for your LOA, but again, carry all your documents with you. You can check out the video I made for the documents, and it covers each and every document in the list that you need to carry with you to have a smooth immigration experience in Canada if you're traveling for the first time. Now moving on to one of other experience. So this experience I kept it for the last to show you guys, like not everyone had the positive experience. So let's go ahead and look at one of my friends' experience who landed in Ontario. So as you can see right now, hello love, I can share my hotel booking experience. I had to cancel my hotel booking on the day of travel due to changes like only people from the same household can share the room. If you need, I can share my experience on that regarding, I feel I should say this, that if you want to travel together, first ask hotel guys about the rules for booking and then go ahead with booking. Same thing I literally mentioned. Before you book, or if you have an existing booking, make sure to confirm with the hotel before you travel that if they will allow you to share the hotel room with your friend or not. So I asked him, thanks a lot for sharing, and so I asked him if the hotel denied him entry or what happened. So he mentioned that the hotel did not allow him because they were not from the same household, and he had to cancel his booking in the middle, and he had to book the new hotel in the middle of the transit to Canada. So like on his way to flying to Canada, he had to change his booking. So guys, again, not everyone had a good experience. It totally depends on your hotel for the 3-day hotel quarantine if they will allow to share or not. He did say that his immigration experience was also smooth and there was nothing new in the immigration experience except all the documents that they asked. So like I already mentioned in my videos about immigration and the documents, that's everything you need for the Canada immigration if you're looking to travel to Canada. The main points that you guys can take from this video is that, first of all, if you have an existing booking with the hotel, or if you're looking to book a hotel, make sure to confirm it with the hotel directly once if they'll allow you to share the hotel room with your friends or not. If they say no, then don't go with that hotel if you want to share it with your friends, and go for those hotels which will actually allow. Secondly, if you booked a flight, if you booked any flight with any airline, make sure to confirm by calling the airlines as well about the status of your flight and ask if you'll face any problems if you have a layover flight or not. Make sure to know about all the documents you need. Like for example, for the Germany layover, you need to have the done within 48 hours. Similarly, if you have a layover in any other city, make sure to confirm the same with the airlines if you need any special document or not. And for the immigration, like I already mentioned, all the documents, you guys can check out my previous videos as well, and I also mentioned the same documents in this video. So I hope you guys find this video useful and helpful. Also, if you are someone who recently arrived to Canada and are watching this video, and I would really appreciate if you want to share your experience as well, you can drop down in the comment your experience if you face anything that was different or newer than what these people faced, and I would appreciate that, and I would pin that comment for other viewers who are seeing this video and who are looking to come to Canada. And as always guys, I hope you find it helpful. Guys, make sure to leave a like to the video, do subscribe and be a part of my journey. I will be posting more and more videos regularly and more informative videos. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.